from Colts territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, Richardson going to move him around. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Out to the right and complete. And I think the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted, my goodness. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You look at this Colt defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Stafford to his number 1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first. They'll set up to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Play action. Now Richardson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On third down, here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. That is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Here's Stafford. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me think. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Gaines, up and good. Cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Colts pick it up. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Gaines, up and good. And it moves down to a field goal, 17-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Here's Stafford. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now it's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Nwangu now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Running left, Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Short throw, it's Higbee. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now it's Richardson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll take this to the 46.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Off play action, Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Rams 45. Colts 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor down to the 42, 2nd down.
And quickly they get to the line.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Robbie Chosen.
42 yards.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
He's got it at the 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 2nd down, here's Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Short throw, it's Higbee. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And they work this out past the 25. And they're going to speed things up here.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of...
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't. As a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Puka Nacua. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Rams are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. And now here's another interception. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. A pass there over the middle to start things out. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing here, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Play action. Now Richardson.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Robbie Chosen.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Los Angeles, they're